After weeks of work, this was a moment I had been waiting for. The Seawind finally going back into the water. To be honest, I wasn't completely sure how it would go. Too many things had happened before, too many small problems and a few bigger ones. But at the end, there's always that moment where you just have to trust your work and let go. Moments like this make all the effort worth it. I'm sitting here, watching the sun go down. Nothing special, but everything feels right. The next day, I needed to get out for a bit, so I went to Nafpaktos. After all the work, I just needed to clear my head. So I came here, Nafpaktos, a small town with a long history. At first glance, it looks quiet, almost simple, but places like this usually have more to tell. The old harbour is surrounded by stone walls, like a place that has been watching over the sea for centuries. Above it, the castle. You can see it from almost everywhere. So that's where I went first. The castle of Nafpaktos, it's not just one building. It's a whole system, climbing up the hill in layers. 5 defensive levels, one above the other. Each one built to slow down anyone trying to reach up the top. Walking up here, you can feel it. This place was never meant to be easy. Stone by stone, this was built over centuries. Different empires left their marks here. Venetians, Osmans, each of one adding something and talking something with them. Up here it gets quieter, less people, less noises, just the wind. It's easy to understand why this place was muttered so much. Standing here, I can't help but think. How many people stood on these walls before, watching the same horizon, but for different reasons. For them, these ways meant control, defense, survival. For me, it's just quiet and maybe a bit of perspective. Places like this remind you how much time has passed and how small our own problems can feel in comparison. From the top you can see everything. The harbour, the narrow entrance, the sea behind. Before leaving, I stepped into the small museum nearby. It's not a big place. No crowds, no noise. Just a few rooms filled with pieces of the past. Objects like this don't tell you a lot of stories. You have to slow down and to take a closer look. And somehow that changed the perspective again. Up in the castle, everything feels big. History, power, control. Here it becomes smaller, more human. Nafpaktos, it's not a speculative place. No big extractions, no rush. But maybe that's exactly why I stayed with me. After everything that happened with the boat, this feels like a right kind of pause. Just walking, looking around, and not having to fix anything for a moment. Sometimes that's all what you really need. And then it's time to go back. Back to the Seawind and the next steps in the next video.